Hello everybody, this is 10 minutes learning. So in this video we're going to complete talking about the variables and writing expressions, but this time we're going to try to write the algebraic expression instead of verbal expression. So if someone said that we have something written as the sum, you're given a sentence like this, a sum of 35 and a number. You have given something like this. Okay. We have learned before that the word sum here means plus. So I'm going to add. I'm going to add something. So right now I know the operation that I'm going to do. The operation is addition. And the sum of what? The sum of 35. So this is one of the elements of my sentence. Is one of the elements of my sentence. 35 plus something which is plus a number, and this number for us is unknown, so I don't know actually what number is it. So what I'm gonna do here is use any letter to express the unknown number. So you can use any letter. You can say this is X, this is Y. I'm gonna use a letter M because many people asking why we usually use in mathematics letter S, so we can use any letter to express this is any verb. So what we did here is we converted here the sentence that given to us, which is a verbal expression, okay, to write it as algebraic expression. So this is algebraic expression, this part to the left side. Okay, so let's take one more example to understand this part deeply. If someone said that 25 increased by let's say twice a number. Something interesting here. Twice a number. Okay, great. So let's break it down, break our sentence down. So we have 25 that increased by. Increased means it's became more bigger, more large. So we are making something large by using multiplication or addition. But here we are talking by increased by twice a number. Okay, so we added something here. So the word increased by, we increased something, we gave that 25 something extra here. So I'm gonna say this is 25 plus something as well, but it's not a number, it's twice a number. The word twice here means something multiplied by 2. So we have something multiplied by 2, and we said we are using parentheses here to express that the two quantities are multiplied together. So we have something, we have a number, this number is unknown. So as I mentioned before, you can use any letter to express the unknown value. So I'm going to use here a letter, let's say letter K. And when I say twice a K, this is 2 times K. So this could be written as 2 parentheses K, or we can simply write it as 2K. That's it, something like this. So this is 2K. Is 2K. Is how we can convert a sentence something like this to algebraic expression. Okay, so let's take one more example. Let's take an extra one. Okay, so if someone said that we have 1/2 the cube of a number, 1/2 the cube of a number. Great. So we are talking here about 1/2 of something. The 1/2, how we can write 1/2? This is 1/2. This is 1/2. Half is a fraction. Is 1 out of 2. The cube of a number, we are not looking for a number. Okay, we are looking for a cube of a number. And one more thing here we need to understand it, which is what operation should we use? Because nothing is mentioned here to tell us is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What we have to do when I say a cube of something, a cube of a number, okay, 1/2 of. So we miss the word here, the word of. So we're gonna try to find the half of a cube of a number. So we have a number, we don't know what number is it. So we can use any letter to express it as a variable. So I'm gonna use here letter Y, and this number cubed means to the power 3. This is how we can write the word cube or cubed, because we have cube and squared. Square means to the second power, and here's we have cubed the number. So this is a number cubed, or a cube of a number. Okay, so we need to find the half of this number. A half of this number means I need to multiply this number by a half. So I'm gonna say this is half times by y to the third power. Or this could be written as y to the third power divided by 2. Is another way to express this expression, or you can simply write it as half y cube, or y to the third power, and so on. Okay, so this is how we can write this expression, or converting the verbal expression to algebraic expression. So let's take an extra one. Let's take an extra one. Let me try to give us a space here. Okay, I'm gonna give us a space. Something like this. Great. Okay, so let's back to the sentence. Well, given the sentence, this sentence says that the product, the product, okay, product of 5 and a number squared. One more time, we need to understand that the word squared and the cube means we have a number raised to a number. So when we're talking about the power expression, is the power expression, the power expression, we have the base, okay, and we have the exponent, and we said this is another way to writing a repeated multiplication. So if we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 4 times, we can simply use the power expression by saying this is 2 is already repeated or multiplied by itself 4 times. So this number 4 represents how many times this 2 is multiplied by itself, and what number we're gonna multiply it by itself is 2. This is the base of the expression. Okay, so if we are given something like this, the product of 5 and the number squared, we said the word squared here means we have the second power, or the second, let's say, exponent. Okay, the second power. Okay, so I'm gonna say that the product work, as we mentioned before, the product means we are multiplying something. So multiplication, we said we can use large dot, something like this, or we can use parentheses. I prefer using parentheses, or nothing between the numbers or variables, whatever do we have. So I'm gonna say this is 5 times by something. What's something we are looking for? A number squared. So this number would be squared. Squared means to the power 2, or raised to the number, or the second power. So we said something is unknown for us in mathematics is written as a letter. So we can use any letter to express this unknown number. I'm gonna say this, let's say this is letter B. I'm gonna write it as a small d. So the expression would be something like this: 5d squared. And keep this in your mind. With this 2, or the power 2, it's just only for the d. It's not for the 5, because the 5 is multiplied by the d squared. Is the product of 5 and d squared. So this is how we can convert a verbal expression into algebraic expression. Thank you for watching this. This is 10 minutes learning.